Hi all, this is Arun with you. Today we are going to talk about one important pattern called to be frank. When we want to express some of our thoughts that what actually happened, in fact what happened, in reality what happened, we can use this pattern called to be frank. If you take a context, when I opened the apple case, to be frank, I found 10 apples were missing. You have to reduce the cost or price of that apple case. So I'm just stating this to one of my apple vendor. So the apple vendor has given 100 apples filled case, but to be frank, 100 were not there, only 90 were there, 10 were missing. So that is the message I am giving to that apple vendor. So in that context, we can use it to be frank. If we take another context, the police is doing investigation to one of the accused. Tell me what happened in that house. Why did you go there? So the accused is saying that, to be frank, I was going there to my friend's house to meet him. I was so angry why he did so and so thing. But unfortunately, he was not there. Only his father was there. Then I just came back without saying anything to his father. So the point here he is making is, my actual angry was on with my friend. I went to his house. To be frank, he was not there. I did not meet him. So that is what happened. That fact is he was not available in that house. So in that context, we can use to be frank. If you take another context, when I opened my last month selling data, what is that whole sales figure, I found to be frank, 50% of the data was missing. I don't know. I don't have any clue where that data has gone. So I had entered the complete data of the last month sales, whereas in actual 50% of the data has vanished. To be frank, 50% of the data is not available. So that is one of the occasions we can use to be frank. If we take another example, I went wide and breadth of this country. To be frank, half of the villages are not having even electricity. So maybe the general talk is the entire country is having filled with electricity. There is no shortage of the electricity. Everyone is using electricity. But in fact, to be frank, half of the villages are not having electricity. So that is where we can use this pattern called to be frank. If we take another example, if you look at a top layer, in that state, some 5 to 10% of the people who are in the creamy layer have got a very good education. To be frank, 50% of the people are illiterates. So to the world, it is projected that this particular state people are well literated, because most of the positions in the government office are occupied by them. But to be frank, in reality, if we go in depth, 50% of the people are not having the right education or even the basic education. So that is the fact. To be frank, 50% of the people are not having the basic education. So in such a situation, we can use to be frank. This is frequently used pattern, can be used in different and many occasions. If you know how to utilize this pattern, we can make our speech or communication fluent and richer. Thanks for watching my video. Let's see in another video another pattern.